the House of Tutu, and this is Kachi Santal Noir. This is one of, I wouldn't say the most underrated fragrance house because they are not even visible. It's not an issue of being underrated. I feel like the brand is not just visible. And for the quality and the texture of the work they put out, I don't think they should be swept under the carpet. This is amazing. Trust me, whatever I bring to you on this platform is going to be value. Top note here, cardamom, iris, violet. The middle layer here has cedarwood, sandalwood, and bases with musk. Actually inspired by the popular Santal 33 Labo. The first time I sniffed this, I got this bergamot lavender vibe. Not until I checked to realize that the note on this fragrance is far from that, which even made me more intrigued. How do you blend something like this with the notes there? Because I mean, the notes here gives off a spicy flair of fragrance. That's because of the cardamom, but giving me this other fougere and almost fresh, aromatic kind of vibe blew me away. This molecule is value on steroids. Whenever I use that phrase on a fragrance, don't take it for granted. This is a grenade. This is giving Dior Sauvage atomizer, one of the best atomizers I've had to experience in Nigeria. This is the best atomizer so far I have experienced in Nigeria. They have the best atomizers. This gives off that Dior Sauvage atomizer vibe, and I love it. I can be petty like that. You can see, I'm still flexing the atomizer. Oh wow. By the way, this is good. By the way, House of Tutu, please change the stickers. I'm not a big fan of this sticker. This thing gives off cheap vibe. When you see the sticker used on this fragrance, you won't believe what you're going to smell out of this. It's going to blow your mind because it's divided ways. This is extremely opposing. The sticker antagonizes the texture of juice you find inside here. This molecule is on fire. I'm not sure if there are any synthetics here because this feels very natural. This feels like something a very rich man would wear. On my skin, in my fabric, in my case scenario, 5 hours of solid projection where people are going to pick your scent easily from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It begins to dial back into a scent bubble. There are perfumes you smell and you know that this is not a lock. This didn't come by gamble. This legit came by accuracy, precision. 5 hours of solid presence, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It begins to dial back into a skin scent. So you're having 10 hours out of this, 10 solid hours out of this. The cap feels good too. Although I feel like it's light, I would have wished for something more heavy. The sticker thing here, I'm not a fan. Count me out. You're definitely going to have that sense of premium with the bottle and the cover, but the sticker will betray you. I find that this is a fragrance where you can use literally in all seasons. I feel like because of the iris and the violet, it gives it this almost fougere kind of vibe, which will make it extremely wearable in sunny or hot weather scenarios. See, it's not about just how amazing a fragrance is and the artistry behind the excellence of the fragrance. For me, it's beyond that. It is how much you're paying for that, which means it's the value that gets my attention. Barely under 70,000, if I can remember. Something like this in Nigeria is fraud. It's a fraudulent activity. It shouldn't be considered a steal now. It shouldn't be considered affordable. It should be considered as fraud. Extremely ridiculous in value. The moment I smelled this, I just knew I was going to frolic with that house for a very long time. And for how much this is sold, it's no brainer. This is the direction, ladies and gentlemen. This is the direction. I'm not in the business of wasting money in fragrances. I work for my money. I'm not going to wake up every day, have my shower, get dressed, get to work, come back 8, 9, sometimes even 10, and I'm going to splash my money to make Instagram people feel happy. You guys are playing. You may disregard anything I say on so many levels, but don't disregard where I put my money. If I put my money in any place, then best believe the money may not necessarily be the problem because I own a lot of expensive fragrances. But I'll tell you for free, the flex is not in spending ridiculous just bonkers money on nuisance. The flex is actually getting value for every penny that you're spending. That's the flex for me. I tell you a quick story. I think it's of my stories. I think I used Kamshi 2 and 4. That was the pair. We went to a political function. Actually, he is not a politician, but he was invited there. And when we sat, somehow we got talking and we're not so far from each other. Bro, check my story. He literally followed me, asked me what you wearing. I told him Kamshi, some House of Tutu situation like that in Abuja. He was like, no way. It's not possible that there's a fragrance house in Nigeria that can do something like this. The guy had a hard time believing that that house was a Nigerian house. He needed to tell me that when he gets to Abuja, I will send him the address. He will go there in person. And he literally did that. I think I posted it on my highlights on Instagram. Mad stuff. Diabolical work. This house is on fire. And I'm not even playing. Usually I would say take my words with a pinch of salt. At this point, take my words for it.